know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. The future of health is clear with Ritual. Daily essentials with good intentions for living life or creating it. Now, Ritual has the multivitamin for women, prenatal vitamins, a daily shake, and a multivitamin for men. Those are just some of their products. Ritual is easy to start and easy to cancel. Now, Ritual's team of scientists and nutritional experts are on a mission to turn your new healthy habit into a ritual. They offer free shipping, control of your own delivery date, free and easy cancellation, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So click the link in the description box and get started today at making Ritual part of your daily health regimen. Hey, you guys, welcome back to the SweetpeaDiaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the SweetpeaDiaries. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. So you guys, can you hear? Please let me know if you can hear. We're going to jump right into this. Let me speak to people in the chat really quickly because I'm on a time. I have some things to do, finish up. So I just want to jump into this. Hey, Marquita, what's going on? Dion, what's going on? Christine, what's going on? Courtney, Sweet Dark Chocolate, what's going on? Red Lipstick Hustler, Lily. Hey, Marlena, what's going on? Dover Girl, Michelle, Hidden Gems. Hey, Nikki Gaines Experience, what's going on? Brown Eyes. Hey, Born a Queen. What's going on, y'all? Happy afternoon. Happy Saturday. Hey, Tracy. Hey, you guys. Hey, Tammy, my member. Tracy is a member. Hey, you guys, Nikki is here from San Antonio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So you guys, like I said, we are sticking this thing out. I know, I said, hey, I'm going into 2024. We're not doing any more live streams, but there's no way that I can just leave you guys hanging with this Tasha K, Cardi B lawsuit thing. Hey, Lovebot. Hey, K, let's talk about it. Because no one else is going to tell you the truth. Like, everyone else is scared of Tasha K. Everyone else wants something from Tasha K. So they're not going to report what's actually going on. Okay. They're going to report favorably. And, that is what it is. But I'm pretty sure they get the same alerts that I get. And so I was getting alerts left and right today, especially from Docket Bird. And I'm like, okay, hey, Sandra, my member. And so I'm getting these alerts and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, well, I thought I seen the last of the last. Like, we covered it the other day. I thought that was it. Well, actually, what the court has, wait a minute. Did somebody just send me a receipt? Oh, but what the court is actually issued, hey T, my member, what the court is actually issued, they issued an official um, notice to Tasha K that Cardi B won the summary judgment. Cardi B is now, they issued an official response that a certain amount of money is non-dischargeable. I'm sorry, I'm reading something. Is non-dischargeable. So we talked about that previously, right? Well, now they have officially issued the paperwork showing how much she's got to pay, what is actually non-dischargeable, the amount that is non-dischargeable. So we're going to go over that, okay? Now, I want to issue a quick disclaimer. I am not an attorney. I'm not a paralegal. I'm not a legal professional or anything like that. I am in no way, shape, or form giving legal advice. This is all for entertainment purposes. This is my opinion, and this is my breakdown of legal documents to the best of my ability. I am not saying by in any way that this is, that I am the law or anything like that, but it is common sense. We read these documents and we always say hashtag we can read. We are not slow. Okay. We don't need it don't take a rocket scientist to read a document that says you must pay. Okay. So I like to issue that disclaimer. I'm not giving out legal advice. Okay. Hey, Blackness. I see you. Hey, Bougie Barbie. I see you guys. Okay. So here we are. This document was submitted on the 5th. So yesterday, this was issued from the courts. Okay. Let me try to make this a little bigger. So this was the summary judgment against Tasha K and Kibi Studios. Okay. Cardi B, she had asked the court that the bankruptcy that Tasha K, the judgment that she was awarded, that the bankruptcy that she not be able to discharge that under the bankruptcy. And the court agreed with her. Okay. So this is the official document that was entered in. Tasha K tried to go back and forth with the court by doing, a bankruptcy. She tried to hold up this collection as long as she could. This was awarded back in, when did this judgment get awarded? Let me see. Matter of fact, let me pull up both. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the actual judgment. Let's get that, because we're going to see also that the entire judgment is not non-dischargeable. Okay. So let me just get that, because, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to just, try to make it look in our favor, but I'm going to, all right, let me get this. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. I'm going to get the original judgment, so bear with me. And see, the bankruptcy, okay, I'm going to show y'all this. I want to, when you go into Pacer, it paints a picture on the outside of the docket, right? I'm going to show you that real quick. So when you log on to Pacer and you look at this case, this is what you're going to see. When you look at Tasha K versus Cardi B, and everything that they got going on, you're going to see the original case and you're going to see the appeal, right? So this was when she, the original between Cardi B and her, it was filed March 18th. March 21st of 2019. You're going to see that down here. Almazar versus Kibi in Georgia, right? And then you see that it was over November 9th of 2023. Then Tasha K, if you go up here, you're going to see that she filed an appeal while she was in, still in, while this case was still open. And she had filed her appeal saying that she didn't agree with the verdict, that she be found liable and everything. And she cited that it was errors in the case and jurisdiction and all these things. And so, of course, she lost the appeal. So then that was closed out as of March 21st of 2023. Okay. Because the first one, she didn't do it right. So the one that was March 18, 2022, that was closed in July because she didn't do it right. So then she had to refile it July 29th. And then that one, she actually lost it. So there is the end, March 21st, 2023. Then we come down to her trying to file bankruptcy. So you see here, she files bankruptcy in May of 2023. And that is just the bankruptcy. But then you see Almanzar and Kibi in the same bankruptcy court. You see another case open August 8th of 2023. And this is where Cardi B issued a case against Tasha K, a complaint saying that her case is non-dischargeable. It should not be under bankruptcy. So that is why you see that underneath there, because she went and took Tasha K to court again. So now you see that that is closed as of January 3rd, 2024. And this is what we are going over now. So all of the back and forth, the subpoenas, everything that Cardi was issuing. And see, you saw the bloggers last week sometime. If you notice, bloggers were coming out saying that Cardi B stepped up efforts to collect. And Cardi B, we already did that. We already covered that. People were sending things to me. Sweet Pea, did you see that? Did you see this? We already covered that. We've been seeing and we've been new. We covered it. Those were the subpoenas. Those are the videos that we were doing about people getting subpoenaed. She was combing over records. She was looking at, they were looking for these fraudulent trust accounts and all of this stuff that she opened. So we already were on top of that. They were all just wording it differently, but that was old tea. That wasn't nothing new. Okay. We've been did that. We've been covered that. What is new that they're not going to cover and they're not going to tell you is that her case is over with Cardi B. Okay. The bankruptcy is over. What you see here on the docket is her bankruptcy still open with everybody else. You notice this, right? You see how the bankruptcy up here doesn't have a date, a close date. That's how you know that part is still open. Those are the other people that she filed bankruptcy against. Now, we looked at that and we looked at her entire bankruptcy, the debt, and it's not even, if you remove Cardi B's $3 million, Tasha K only has about 22,000, maybe I'll give her 30,000 that is on the bankruptcy that she's seeking to do a chapter 11 on. Some of the amounts that she owed was ridiculous. $300, $200, $1,000, not really something that she could pay off without having to file bankruptcy. So it was a clear attempt. When you look at her bankruptcy, it was a clear attempt to not pay Cardi B. And especially to not pay Cardi B everything that she was owed. That was what the attempt for this bankruptcy, that is what she thought was going to happen. Okay. She thought she was going to be able to do a restructuring plan, like you noticed, and she offered to pay $220,000, to which they said, no, ma'am. Over quarters or period of time, whatever. So no, that is not, it is non-dischargeable. She can't even put that on the bankruptcy. Okay. Now there may be, we're going to get into the amounts that are covered under the bankruptcy, because Cardi B was awarded a partial summary judgment. So I'm going to show you the amounts that are not covered, and then there is an amount that she must be able to discharge. She must be able to leave on the bankruptcy. So let's go over that. I'm going to pull up the judgment to show what was she was actually awarded and what the court is saying is non-dischargeable. So let's read the summary judgment award as far as the bankruptcy is concerned. Let's get to that real quick. And I hope everybody is following along. I'm trying my best not to skip around. I'm trying to make this as easy, understandable as possible. So let me get, okay. So this is the document that just came out on the 5th. All right. Now, this is what the bankruptcy court is saying. Summary judgment against Latasha Transreen and Kibi as to damages awarded against Kibi Studios post-judgment interest. So they're saying they awarded her post-judgment interest as well. Remember that $6,000 that she wanted? So all of that, they found that cannot be put on the bankruptcy. So the summary judgment is entered in favor of plaintiff Becalis Marlenis Almazar and against defendant Latasha Transreen and Kibi. Plaintiff's proof of claim number 5 is allowed in the amount of $3,911. I'm not going to read this, $3.9 million. Defendant is liable for the joint, several, and punitive damages awarded for the plaintiff and against Kibi Studios by the Georgia court in the defamation action as a result of the defendant's personal active participation and cooperation in the tortious conduct committed against the plaintiff by Kibi Studios. The award of damages in the amended defamation judgment against Kibi Studios, individual jointly and severally, and post-judgment interest thereon, pursuant to the bankruptcy rule, are accepted from discharge. Specifically, the following awards. So, compensatory damages of $1,025,000 for pain and suffering, the punitive damages of $500,000, litigation expenses of $1.3 million, and then post-judgment interest of the $6,200. Okay, so when you add all that up, you get a little bit, almost $3 million. Okay, so they are saying that that amount is non-dischargeable, meaning that is immediately owed. Hey, Danon, thank you for the $3.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So they're saying that that amount, hey, Itsy B Shakes, they are saying that that amount is non-dischargeable. Okay. Aw, right back at you, sweetheart. So they're saying that that amount is non-dischargeable. It cannot be filed under bankruptcy. And we covered this before in a previous video. The reason why it is not allowed to be filed under bankruptcy is because it is a willful and malicious act, and willful and malicious acts cannot be discharged under a bankruptcy. Certain things are non-dischargeable. And I believe we said this way back when, before she even filed for bankruptcy, before her case was even over. And we were talking about her appealing and the possibility of appealing, and everything that we talked about has come to pass. Hey, Jay's Thoughts, I see you. We've talked about this, and I said that she was not going to be able to discharge this bankruptcy. I mean, to discharge this debt under bankruptcy. Did I not tell you that? I told you that way back when, because I did my research back then, and I knew that she was not going to be able to put this on the bankruptcy because there are certain things that are non-dischargeable. And remember, everybody was dragging me, saying that I don't know. What did the lead attorney say? She's not a legal professional. She's not a paralegal. She's not anything. She's not a certified public accountant. She doesn't know anything. Remember? Remember, he said, I don't know anything. You know, there's a lady over there. She's charging $300. She's charging $300 to see court documents. $300. He was so worried about charging $300. I mean, come on. Come on. Bougie Barbie says, did that line say $1 million plus in litigation expenses? Yes. Thank you, Bernadette, for the $1.99 super sticker. I greatly appreciate y'all making it rain. Thank you, darling. We talked about this. We talked about it. I already told you guys, I predicted this. Okay. So they're saying that these are the amounts that are non-dischargeable. This immediately needs to be paid. So what is going to happen, and I'm going to, if you don't want to believe me, okay, well, just wait till it happens. What is going to happen now, what happens going forward is that Cardi B will now resume efforts into collecting what is owed to her. How she does that, we will see. But this amount is immediately owed. Thank you for it. Thank you, Is Fig, for the $20 super sticker. Thank you. This is an important case. Thank you, Is Fig. Well, you know, they're not going to show you the truth, okay? A lot of people are, you know, intimidated by Tasha K. They actually, oh, y'all making it rain. Thank you for the Cash App. Look at y'all. Thank you for the Cash App. Y'all are making it rain on Sweet Pea today. Okay? Let me move this so they can see my Cash App. There go my Cash App under there. Cash at me. Somebody, I really appreciate that Cash App that just came through. Thank you so much. You know who you are. But soon people are going to find out that this is all manipulation. People are, they, you know, hide the truth. They don't tell the truth. They don't show you what is really going on. Not a blogger, not a page is covering this. And this information came out on Pacer, came out yesterday. And I was getting alerts for it. I even was getting alerts today. Okay. So I don't know why no one is doing exclusive material. No one's doing breaking news. I don't see anybody covering it. They all wait for other people and other like TMZ and all the, you know, Radar Online and all, they wait for them to drop the tea instead of dropping the tea themselves. No, the bankruptcy, it is done. She says, is the bankruptcy still pending? I thought it was denied for some reason. Maybe I got it wrong. So it's not that the bankruptcy is denied. It's not denied. Basically, what is going on is that okay, let me pull up the screen so you can see for yourself. There's just been documentation that came out from the courts yesterday where the court is saying that this amount, $1,025,000 for pain and suffering, $500,000 for punitive damages, litigation expenses of $1.3 million, and post-judgment interest in the amount of $6,202.19. Those amounts are okay, Bush baby. I see your text. These amounts are non-dischargeable. They are exempt from being able to be filed on bankruptcy. So that is what I mean. Why we don't got no breaking news? Why we don't have no? You know, I said, well, I'm not even trying to do live streams no more. But I gotta come bring the truth to the people. I gotta bring the truth to the people because this is what is going on. And it's not about feeling sorry for Cardi B or feeling sorry for Tasha K. It's none of that. It's about right or wrong. Remember, I thought that we were all, you know, morally obligated to speak about what's right. That's what y'all say about me. We got to speak about what's right. We got to take accountability for the shit we do. Well, she needs to be taking accountability. Okay. She's running around here. She done just got served in R. Kelly the trial with him, the federal, she done got served with that. Okay. She done got served with the Kevin Hart thing. She's just running around getting lawsuits. She has not learned. And this right here, they keep referring to every time she getting sued, every time she getting brought up in the press, they're referring to this case. Okay. So now we know, and now we see that the court said, the bankruptcy court said, this cannot be issued, this cannot be discharged. The amount that she was going for, $3,911,000. There it is up here. $3,911 and $3,900,000, $911,000, $3,911,680.95. Okay. That amount is what she was trying to say. All of that should be non-dischargeable. But they said out of that amount, it is just the $1,025,000 for pain and suffering, $500,000 for punitive damages, and 1.3 for litigation expenses, and then the post-judgment interest. They're saying this is the amount that is non-dischargeable. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the rest of it, I believe that is staying on the bankruptcy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is how I interpreted it. I interpreted it at the entire 3.9 million. They are not saying that that whole entire amount is non-dischargeable. It is just this specifically. It says that the award of damages in the amended defamation judgment against Kibi Studios individually, jointly, and severally, and post-judgment interest are accepted from the discharge. Specifically, the following awards set forth. So that's what this is saying. So the other amount that is remaining, if you subtract these amounts from that 3,911,000, we will do that now. Let me subtract that, and we'll get the correct figure. So let's see. So we're gonna do 3,911, 680.95 minus 1,025,000 minus 500,000 minus 133,875. 133,875,347 minus 6202.19. So we still have $1,041. So $1,041,725.29. So that amount is still on the bankruptcy. So 1,041,000. I'm typing it and putting it in the chat. So this is the amount that seems to be still on the bankruptcy. That's what I'm interpreting this to mean. So if we take that 3.9 million, subtract all what is exempt, we have this amount still remaining. Okay, so a little over $1 million that she's going to pay out through bankruptcy, through like the payment plan, because a Chapter 11 is a payment plan. So that amount she still will be paying Cardi, but this other amount, a little over 2.8 million, that is due immediately. That does not have a payment plan on it. So she's right back where she left off, right back where she started from before she filed this bankruptcy. So she was able to get $1,041,725 off. She was able to put that up into a payment arrangement. But the remaining is now due. It's due. They want it now. It cannot be discharged. So the way Cardi will get that money, again, like I said before, Yes, we talked about this yesterday. Yes, Chef Caramel. We'll be talking about that um in a few moments, but we talked about that the other day. I think it was yesterday or our last video. Yes, you're definitely correct. There is a court date coming up on the 25th of January where she has to talk about paying the trustee, because the trustee now wants a little almost 14,000 for all the work that she did on Tasha K's bankruptcy. So we're going to get over into that paperwork too. Um, we covered that the other day, but we'll pull that up too. But this was just mailed to her. So if she been around there going off or doing anything crazy over there on social media, if she been trolling anybody, trolling Cardi or talking any shit, this is why. Okay. She was just told on the 5th yesterday, and she probably was told prior to that. You know what I mean? This is just when the paperwork came out. But she probably was already told by her attorney that, this was just a frugal attempt. This bankruptcy was, and I don't even know. See, these professionals, these lawyers, they've been fucking her and taking her money from the start. Olga and Sadir was taking her money, knowing that they were not qualified to handle a defamation lawsuit. They were criminal defense attorneys. They took her money when they could have told her from the start that they didn't know anything about it. They knew they weren't going to be able to win, but they took the money because they wanted to be, see Cardi B in court every day, just like she did. And that was a name for them. That gave them publicity. I bet you their law firm got plenty of publicity because of that. But then they got the wrong publicity because they got exposed for not knowing anything about law. But you really can't fault them because they were out of their league. They that wasn't their comfort zone. They didn't know anything about it. But because they were cheap, because she could afford them, that's why she hired them. Okay. So she's basically got to right back where she started from. Now the trustee, she wants her money. She also paid over $6,000 up front for her attorney that filed this bankruptcy, that put together this restructuring plan, this chapter 11. Not you paying over $6,000. Thank you, Harold. I appreciate your Cash App. Not you spending over $6,000 for a bankruptcy, but ain't spend no damn money on a legal defense for your defamation case. What? How you gonna spend more? And I thought bankruptcies, usually you can get like someone that's not even really a lawyer to do a bankruptcy. You can get a paralegal, you can get an accountant, somebody like that to do. You went and got some old high price law firm to do this bankruptcy, and they ain't even get you nowhere. Ain't even get you nowhere. You were right back where you started from. Oh, and Cardi B, I don't see what you did all this for. It was a waste of money, a waste of time. And you should have knew better. They should. I don't understand. Whoever did this bankruptcy for you, did they not tell you that this was non-dischargeable? Even I knew that. And I'm not an attorney. I'm not a legal professional. I'm not anybody. I'm not anything. And even I knew that. Not a certified public accountant. I'm not anything. And I knew just from doing Google searching that you weren't going to be able to get this off. I kept telling y'all. What did they do? Troll me. The winos and different people that, content creators that are Tasha K stands. They said I didn't know what I was talking about. I don't know. I'm a YouTube lawyer. No, I have common sense and I'm not dumb. I am not a dummy. That's one thing. Not a dummy at all. Exactly. If you recall, that's exactly what she wanted. Always to be aligned with Cardi B's name. She said that. She has admitted that everything that has happened, the fame and the clout that she's gotten from it was worth it. That's how that's what she said in so many words. It was worth it. She got all of that out of this. It was worth it. Ma'am, come on. That don't translate into dollars, because it damn sure don't translate into paying this. But I'm gonna tell you what. I think what she did, I think she did herself a disservice by doing this bankruptcy, because what we were able to see when she was posting every month onto their website, putting up her income receipts, and she was showing them what she was making, how much she's getting off YouTube, how much she's getting off Facebook and PayPal and all of these things. They seen that you're making enough money to pay Cardi B, but you might not got it all up front, but you're making enough money. So, ma'am, go get that money. Go figure out what you're going to do. You got trust accounts everywhere. Go get that money, pull that money together, and pay this woman. Right. So we know that she definitely does not have $3 million just sitting in the cut where she can cut a check and write it and be done with it. So it's interesting. I'm really interested to see how Cardi's going to go about collecting, because I know at one point Tasha K was trying to pull on her heartstrings and trying to get her, to feel sorry for her. And, she was trying to issue a fake apology. And that, like I told you then, Cardi wasn't going to be able to do anything legally to remove the debt or to stop the bankruptcy, to stop the judgment or whatever. She wasn't going to be able to do any of that because she's not a judge. She's not, even the judge weren't even be able to rescind what the jury awarded or anything like that. That is a done deal. There's nothing that can be done about that. The bankruptcy, Tasha K was the one filed the bankruptcy. So there's nothing that can be done about these things. But it's what Cardi B could have done if she felt sorry, if she took Tasha K's apology, and if she didn't want to collect, all she would do is not collect on this judgment. Tasha K would just be owing her, but she wouldn't be paying her. So that's what I want to see. I want to see how they're going to collect this money. How is it going to go down? Because usually what happens is the U.S. Marshals get involved, and they are the ones that will liquidate. There'll be like sheriff cells for things that you own, your property and stuff like that. They're going to start with that house over there in Georgia. Okay. If you own your car, truck, or whatever, they're going to sell that. Whatever property, the insurance policy, I guess they're going to look into if there's money, in that can be taken, whatever. However they can liquidate and get monies, that's what they're going to try to do to be able to pay Cardi B. She can also, behind the scenes, work out something with Cardi B where, of course, they will legally draft it up or whatever, where they're going to figure out how she's going to make payment. Right? Cardi can garnish her wages. She can garnish her YouTube and take whatever percentage that Georgia says for garnishment that has to be paid. She can take that. And it won't be, oh, we're going to take, for a certain amount. No, they're going to take it until the debt is paid off. So she wouldn't take the entire YouTube check. It would be a certain percentage. 6%, 8%, 26%, whatever it is, that's how much. She wouldn't be able to take her whole YouTube check. It would just be a certain amount. That's where I'm at with it. That's what I believe. That's how I interpret it. I could be wrong. Hey, Brown Eyes, thank you for the $9.99 super sticker. You guys, thank you. Like I said, they don't want to tell you this. They don't want to cover this. Nobody is covering this. Nobody's coming out and saying, okay, Tasha K's bankruptcy claim against Cardi B is over. Finito. It's done. Nobody's showing you that. Nobody actually showing you that Tasha K's actual bankruptcy, if you remove Cardi B's debt, is nothing. It's $20,000, $30,000. Something that she could have just paid off. She has something, a a creditor on there where she only owes $300. So it was a frugal attempt at a bankruptcy. It was a failure. It was almost borderline fraudulent. We looked at the paperwork that shows where the trustee was saying that when she was doing her work for Tasha K's case, she spoke with attorneys about possible fraudulent bank transfers. We're going to go over that. So I'm going to bring up this last document, which is showing that Tasha K also has a meeting with the bankruptcy court. The trustee is asking for her money. All right. So let me get to that real quick. Where's that at? Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Okay. That's the summary judgment. Summary judgment. Pretrial conference. Okay. Where is it? Give me 1 second, you guys. Is this it here? I'm looking right at it. I am looking right at it. All right. So this is. All right. All right. That's the certificate of notice. That's 11/3. Notice of mailing. That's the summary judgment. Summary judgment. Adversary. Now, I just read this. I just read this. Oh, wait. I think it's under here. I'm under. I need to go here. And then I need to go here. Okay. That's the subpoena. Right. Okay. Here it is. Application for. All right. This is her. This is the trustee's application for her fees that she wants. This is what we went over in our last video. Okay. I got it, guys. So this is the trustee's application for fees. Okay. She is requesting that Tasha pay her a little over $13,680. That's how much she says that, you know, her fees, her expenses. She charged $450 an hour. So basically, you know, what the trustee, you know, she did the work, you know, going over her income, her expenses, and her, you know, she was at the meeting of the creditors, you know, all the work that she did. So she broke it down. If you go down further, she actually broke down right here what she actually did. Okay. So starting on June 8th, she reviewed schedules and researched in preparation for initial debtor interview. Attendance at initial debtor interview. She only did 0.9 hours of that, so she charges $450 an hour. So that cost $405. Then June 22nd, she had a telephone conversation with Tasha's attorney about dischargeability. All right. Only 0.2 hours, so that was only $90. Then she had a telephone conversation with Jay Moon about the status of the case, email communications to Jay Moon and C. Van Horn about dischargeability and the restructuring plan. Then she had more email communications. So she said she did a lot of work that day. She charged a full hour, $450. Then the next couple of days on June 28th, she was in attendance at a hearing on the application to employ C. Van Horn as Tasha's attorney. She was only there for 0.3 hour of, point third of an hour. So that was $135. Then on June 29th, this is where it got interesting. Okay. On June 29th, I'm going to blow this one up. All right. On June 29th, she had a telephone conversation with Jay Moon, which I'm assuming is an attorney or, someone in regards to all of this. She had a telephone conversation with Jay Moon regarding potential fraudulent transfers. Okay. Potential fraudulent transfers. Now, what do you think that was in reference to? Okay. Fraudulent transfers. When we say fraudulent transfers, where, right? The bank? I mean, potential fraudulent transfers. What is this cover? I know she had trust accounts that she opened after, she lost her case with Cardi B and in attempt to move money. She sold her house to her, transferred the deed to the husband, and she sent the son to Africa and was over in Africa acting like she was posing out front and saying, oh, no, I didn't put any money in a bank. But we saw her posing in front of the bank, saying, and then it's a rumor that she puts over 800 and some $1,000 in a bank account in Africa. So these potential fraudulent transfers, well, so then July 19th, she had a telephone conversation with C. Van Horn about lawsuit and status conference review of complaint by Bishop Whitehead, and a telephone conversation with B. Ponder regarding the same thing about Bishop Whitehead. Okay. So she was on there for an hour, 0.4. So she charges $630 that day. Then she was in attendance in September. She attended Sheck Keeby's deposition, and that was 5 hours. So, wow, they grilled him for 5 hours. Okay. So she charged over $2,200 for that day. So then 2 days later, Tasha K's deposition, the trustee was there. That was 4.2 hours. And so she charged $1,890. Then 2 more days after that, Sheck gets called in again for another deposition, and they were there for an hour and a half. So that was $675. Then September 20th, she was in attendance at a hearing on motion to set aside funds to pay for this bankruptcy. That was only it was only $45. She wasn't there long. Then she had a telephone conversation with Jay Moon regarding transactions again and pending discovery that was going to be turned in for this bankruptcy. $225. Then she had a telephone conversation with Jay Moon regarding the subpoenas that Cardi B was sending out, depositions and status. Half an hour, $225. Review of docket and email communication wasn't much, $45. Then she had in November, she had a telephone conversation with Jay Moon about document production. Wasn't long, only charged $135. Then November 22nd, she had a meeting with Jay Moon and someone else to talk about the status of the case. She charged $315. And then January 2nd, she prepared her application to get her money. So it took her an hour to, put her application together so she can get paid for what she's doing. So it took her an hour, so she charged $450. Then she actually showed, let me back up because I was at the meeting of the creditors, and she charged $450 an hour. She was there for 1.9 hours. So that was $855. She also was there for the review of the plan of reorganization, was an hour and a half. That was $675. Then she had a meeting with B. Lieberman, J. Osmolia, and J. Moon regarding the bankruptcy plan. That was $360. Then for preparation for and attendance at confirmation hearing, including discussions with the debtors' counsel and creditors and review of proposed confirmation order, estimated time 8 hours, $3,600. So I don't think that has taken part. That has not taken that hasn't taken place yet. She's estimating that it's going to take 8 hours to do that part. And so she's charged $3,600. So all of this comes to $13,680, a grand total of 30 hours. So, honey, 30.4 hours. This woman is making money, honey, because that ain't even a 40-hour work week. Okay. And she made over $13,000. But like I said, this is the truth. Don't nobody bring out these documents and show y'all none of this because they want to control the narrative. Tasha K want to put fear in everybody. She did an expose on me and wanted to break down and show what the fuck I got going on. But why you don't come up and break down your shit and show what you got going on? Girl, they done discharged they done threw that shit out and said you owe Cardi B. You got to pay, ma'am. Okay. Whether or not you want to break this amount up and put this amount on the bankruptcy, and then you still got to pay 2.8 million, you are going to be paying. Okay. You're going to be paying Cardi B for the rest of your life. Like I said, whether or not it's in increments, whether or not, hey, you got to pay just like I got to pay, but I don't owe no 3 million, ma'am. I don't owe no 3 million. And Lord knows what else you're going to have to go through. Lord knows what you got to go through with the IRS. Lord knows what you got to go through with this R. Kelly federal situation. Lord knows what you're going to be going through with this Kevin Hart situation. And what you out here doing with these interviews, breaking NDAs, helping people break NDAs and all that. Lord knows what you got coming down the pike, because you just will not learn. You just will not back off the type of content that you do. You're just going to keep running head first into this salacious type of content. You do not care whether you lie. You do not care whether the people on your show lie. The girl that you just did, Kevin Hart's ex-assistant, you just did that interview and you asked her, did she have an NDA? And she told you yes, and you still did the goddamn interview. And then people wondering why Joe Budden didn't air the interview between them two. Like he said, she is a liability. There were a lot of legal things going on with that interview. I can believe it. Look at the legal things that went on with Kevin Hart's ex-assistant. So this is the truth. This is what's going on, y'all. She owes Cardi B immediately. Okay. So we're going to see how she's going to start collecting this money. How is Cardi going to get her money? Because Tasha, girl, you in danger, girl. You owe now. They want their money now. Now, ma'am, all of it now. It's all due. It's all due. That whole 2.8 million is due right now. Ain't no more bankruptcy. Oh, we waiting to see. Well, we now know what the verdict is. This amount is non-dischargeable and it is due now. 2.8 million is due now. It is due now. Yes, the bankruptcy basically screwed you. because it was a waste of time. So now you paid over $6,000 to retain the bankruptcy attorney. Lord knows what the rest of the fees were that you had to pay. You now have incurred a $13,000 debt to pay a trustee just for nothing, because your bankruptcy, the chapter 11, all of the other people that you owe is nothing. We covered that in a previous video. I'm not about to pull that up and break that down because we already went over that. The debt is not even over $30,000. You remove Cardi B's judgment, and it's really a trumped up bankruptcy. She could have just paid that and been done with it. But because she was trying to get over, now you have that on a bankruptcy, $1 million some odd dollars to pay on there, and then you still got $2.8 million that is owed immediately. Now, we seen when she tried to get Cardi to feel sorry for her and she tried to issue an apology. Once Cardi was not accepting it, she went right back. She took the video down where she was asking for the apology. She was asking for the mercy. She removed that and she went right back to dragging Cardi B, right back to her disgusting behavior. And Cardi B even made a comment about how she was almost played, but she sees people are still up to their old tricks. As soon as Tasha don't get what she want, right back to dragging, right back to being disgusting. So now, didn't work. So now what? There are no other options. You have to pay. And I keep telling people, no matter what she tries to do, whether she paid now, whether she paid later, she's going to have to pay. I told y'all that. It wasn't going to work out like she thought it was going to work out. She's not so bright. She is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. You think everyone is afraid of you. You think everyone thinks that you're queen of YouTube. I don't, and I'm not afraid of you. I don't care how many videos you did about me. I don't care how many charges you showed. I do not care about any of that. It is not going to stop me from reporting on what the fuck is going on with this case, especially the truth. I don't have time to do the upload. I didn't have time to put it on a short, and it was too much information to even try to put on a short. So I said, let me just do the live real quick, get it over with, get it done with, because I am working on my next true crime video. So I said, let me just show it because it doesn't look like anyone else is going to. I didn't see any other bloggers covering it at all. Didn't see any major publications covering at all that the bankruptcy is over between Cardi B and Tasha K, that whole adversary judgment. That whole adversary summary judgment claim that Cardi B, it's over as of yesterday. It is closed. And Cardi B prevailed again. So the $2.8 million is due now. It is immediately due. Now, how they decide to work it out, that's up to Cardi B's. That's to her discretion. If she want to give her a break, she can do it. If she just don't even collect on it, she can do it. It's up to Cardi. So this is a lot. Tasha got a lot on her plate. She got too much to be worrying about what other people got going on. This is enough for you to worry about. Don't worry about me because I got mine. I got me. I know what I'm doing. You need to figure out a plan, ma'am. You need to come up with something ASAP. Because this is a mess. This is a lot to owe. You put your family behind the 8 ball with all this debt. And I don't care how pristine you try to make your interviews look. I don't care how much you try to talk to Shaq and all that behind, they in the audience, they producing the show and you sitting there talking to them through your show. And I don't care how much you trying to make it look like it's all paradise over there. But ma'am, we know that money problems are one of the biggest divorce reasons between couples. They get divorced over money. I wouldn't be surprised if that man ain't got his bags packed. They sitting in the foyer. They sitting at the door ready to go. Because this is a mess. This is stressful. And especially the way YouTube is, it fluctuates. It's up and down. You can't pay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't depend on YouTube from one month to the next because you don't know what your income is going to be. It fluctuates. And I'm not saying that this woman is broke in any stretch of the imagination, because she is not. She is doing very well on social media, doing very well on YouTube. Her videos are doing well. Her app is doing well, but it's not doing well enough to pay, write out a check for $2 million or $3 million. And just to think that she didn't even have to do this. She didn't even have to be in this position, because all she had to do was take the videos down and go on about her business. So that's where I'm at with this. When I talk about this and when I cover this and when I'm passionate about it, it's not because I hate Cardi, Tasha K. It's not because I'm kissing Cardi's ass. It's none of that. It is because this is stupid. This is dumb. To have a $3.8 million judgment against you because you didn't want to take a video down, that's fucking dumb. And you call yourself a businesswoman, you call yourself bragging about how you built your brand and built your channel and built your shit from the ground up. So you're willing to risk it all and lose all that shit over a fucking video? All you had to do was take it down. Take it down. That's all. And then you wouldn't have been in this mess. And then I see you in the comments, academics, the girl that was, that's accusing academics and his friends. She in the comments talking about, I would love to host her, at her, put her at, and all this stuff. You ain't learned yet. Stay out of people's business. Stay out of it. But that's her brand. That's her brand now. Her brand is that type of content. She's relying on people to come out with accusations of SA. She relying on that. She bring them my way, because that's her content now. She can't stand on anything else. She try to pivot and do any other kind of content, it is not going to go. They're not going to care, because she boxed herself in with this kind of content. Some of us content creators can move around. We can go from different sectors, different niches, different type of content. We can reach other people out in the world. We don't have to stay boxed in. That's a successful YouTube channel, when you're able to get views doing other things. But when you are just stuck on one type of content and your viewers will not let you get out that box, well, that's what you asked for. And it's sad, because what if you want to do something different? You can't. What if you get tired of doing, interviews on other people's business? You can't, because your people want more and more and more. But I wonder what's going to happen when somebody slips up and gets a fucking interview with Shaq, or your daughter gets grown and gets older and they get an interview with her. And we find out the real tea, what was going on when she was asking for something to eat and you stayed on the fucking live. Okay? That's what I want to know. Okay. So, yeah, she's a joke. It's Fig. She is a joke. Okay. She's a joke, because having this judgment over a video, that's a joke. You're making a good living off of YouTube and got to just put it out in judgment. So when people come over here and they go over to other people and say the same shit to us, oh, y'all jealous of Tasha K? Y'all want what? First of all, I'm not jealous of Tasha K, because we don't do the same type of content. I don't do interviews. I don't sit up with people and get their information. I don't do that. I do documentary style videos. I give information on court documents, and I also do true crime on my backup channel. I do not do the kind of content that she does. So why would I be jealous of someone that I'm not in competition with? She's not in my algorithm. We're not in the same niche. I report on her case. That's it. I don't report on anything else about her. I report her and Cardi B. That's it. I'm not jealous of someone that owes money to celebrities. I'm not jealous of someone that has a name of being a messy blogger, that has a name of being sued by Cardi B. No, I'm not jealous of that at all. I congratulate her on her success. And if this is what she wants to do with it, that's on her. But I'm going to bring y'all the truth, and I'm going to show y'all the documents because ain't nobody else going to do it. Yup. She thought she was going to be the next Wendy Williams. And no, ma'am. It just did. She don't have that. She don't have, I don't care what nobody say. Yes, she definitely has a presence. It is polarizing. That's what it is. It's not talent. It is polarizing. Okay. It is intimidating. People scared. They like, oh my God, she got my mistress up there. Oh my God, she got my ex up there. Oh my God, she got my hairdresser up there. That's what it is. It's the fear. It's polarizing. That's what it is. It's intimidating to people. It's not talent that's hooking people. It's drama. You can put lights on and get yourself dolled up and put all them lights and get a nice microphone, and it makes you look like you got a super killer production. But that don't mean that you got a super killer production, because where is your integrity for some of the shit that you're doing? It's non-existent. Just because you a blogger and you're blogging on celebrity gossip and you're getting salacious information doesn't mean that you got to be salacious. Don't mean that you got to be dirty. Don't mean that you got to play dirty. Because like I said, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is when people find out shit about her husband, when somebody interviews one of her family members, when somebody come up here and give us some tea on her, that's when the shit's going to hit the fan. That's when she going to have her mic drop. That's when her mouth going to be hitting the floor. When somebody comes out and exposes her. And trust and believe that's coming, because all of this that she's been doing, all these interviews that she done on other people, it is going to come back on her. Oh yeah, I know that. She tried to get tons of YouTubers under contract and ruin their chances to succeed on their own. Exactly. And that's why she was trying to put them under contract. If she can get people on contract, then they would be her competition, right? Because they are her competition. They're doing the same fucking type of content that she's doing. So she wanted them on contract so that they can only go but so far. She can keep an eye on them. She can tell them what type of content to do so that way they don't go viral. That's what she was trying to do with Storm. And see, once Storm got out that contract and broke free, and his ass got that Jag content and went viral like that on his own, that shit pissed her the fuck off. And ever since then, she had it out for him because she was jealous. And she was trying to get that one with Jag. Get that one that was going to do the 1 million views. And she could never get it. She was mad because Storm got it. And she went on a mission to try to get them views. And that's what turned me off about her. So you can expose, oh, she used to be a wino. She used to be this. I used to be that. Ma'am, a lot of people used to be winos. A lot of people used to like you. Newsflash, if you don't know that, I'm here to tell you. A lot of people used to like you, Tasha K, but you fucked up when you did that shit to Jag. A lot of people were turned off by that. Okay? Because they could see the envy. They saw the jealousy that you had against Storm. We all saw how you tracked this girl's family down. You were zipping all across the United States trying to get 1 million views, trying to beat Storm. And we saw it. You was tired, girl. Your ass was tired. Had rings around your eyes, bags under your eyes. You was tired. Running around trying to get 1 million views. Spirit flights everywhere. Spirit flights here and there. On the jet. The Wicked Witch of the West. She was going to and fro, to and fro. trying to beat Storm, trying to get that $1 million, that million views, trying to get it. Yeah. Loved the whole production. Exactly. I loved her Friday night shows back in the beginning, loved her whole production. Exactly. A lot of people did. She lost a lot of people with the Jag. Now, so you said last time they took 4,000 out of her check. Actually, it was the entire check. It wasn't, I don't think it was a 4,000. It was the entire check because we looked at the YouTube deposit. And what she was doing back then, when they took that 3,300, it was something like that. When they took that, it was because she was demonetizing her videos. We went over that. Y'all got to look at the previous videos. We covered that entire thing. Tasha K in the beginning, when she got that, when she was told by the courts that she owed Cardi B, when they told her she lost, and they told her it was $3.8 million, right? The judgment. What she immediately started doing was demonetizing her videos. She was not putting the monetization on them. Okay. So that she wasn't making any money. So when her check came from YouTube, it was less than what it usually was, like way less. It was like the $3,000. But then once she started going through the bankruptcy and she was required to submit her income, every month it started going up and up, her income, because she then realized that, oh, I don't have to pay Cardi B right now. So now I can put my income back up because the money is coming to me. So you are going to see her income going up each month. That's where she hurt herself, because she showed the court that she actually does have a decent amount of income. In the beginning, she gave them her Chase bank account, which was either new or wiped out because it didn't have any money in it. It started off with $93. We covered all that. She started off with it was like it was a fraudulent, it was a scheme. Her whole bankruptcy was a scheme and a scam. It was a sham, just like her fucking lawsuit. Okay. She bought in a Chase account, had no money in it. All right. $93. Her first check from YouTube after filing bankruptcy was $3,300. It then went up and up each month because now that she's in the bankruptcy, oh, I don't got to pay Cardi. But when she had to pay Cardi, she wasn't monetizing the videos. See, what y'all don't know about us YouTubers, we can monetize our videos as we go along. You're monetized is true, but you have to set the monetization on each video in order for it to for you to get paid. So some of it, if you know that you're going to have copyrighted material, like if you're going to be playing music or if you're going to be using something that has a copyright, we might not turn the monetization on so that we don't get flagged or that we don't give that revenue to the person that holds the copyright. So we have the option to turn it off and on. So what she was doing was demonetizing her videos, and they said that in the bankruptcy documents, in the subpoena stuff and all that. We went over those videos. The court realized that she was doing that. Cardi B's lawyers realized that she was doing that, and they called her out. When they filed their summary judgment, they called her out, saying that she was demonetizing her videos. It was obvious. But now that she now has this, you owe it, it's owed. There are no more, okay, well, we're pausing because it's bankruptcy. No, ma'am. That 3.8 million, $1 million of it is on the bankruptcy, 1,041,000 is on the bankruptcy, but the rest, it is owed now. Okay. So I'm interested to see what Cardi is going to do, how they're going to collect it. But in any event, shit got to get sold. Stuff going to be getting sold off, and she got to pay. That is a huge judgment. They're not going to take no $50 a month, $100 a month. It has to be feasible and logical so that it can be paid off. Okay. So when you thinking somebody only going to have to pay a little bit of money, you could think again. The higher her income is, the higher percentage, the amount that's going to come out. Like it's going to be a set percentage amount, but the higher her income is, the more that's going to come out. And she knows that. So will she intentionally stop monetizing again? Will she intentionally lower her income? If she does that, she suffers greatly again, because now you're taking food out your mouth. You're taking food. You got to pay employees. You got to live. Her apartment is $5,000 a month out there in Florida, condo or whatever it is. It's a little over $5,000 a month. So in order to live her lifestyle, pay her truck, the Silverado is $1,000-some car payment. So in order to pay that and live this lifestyle, she still owe on them veneers. We see that she makes payments to the dentist, to the dental place. So in order to do all this, she got to make sure she keep bringing in that money. So the more she make, the more she going to have to pay out. So it is what it is, y'all. Here is my Cash App. Please bless the girl. Tip your girl. Okay. We are on the trail of becoming full-time content creator. Okay. I am trying to become a full-time content creator. I'm telling y'all, this is my year. I will be announcing it one day this year. Girl, watch. I'm gonna be like, y'all, that's it. This is my last day. This is my last day at the trap house. I'm telling you, that is my goal. That is my goal, to become a full-time content creator this year. And you guys can help look, I'm just not even typing it right. You guys can help make that happen by supporting your girl, supporting the channel through Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however y'all want to do it. Okay. We always going to offer the tea. We always going to have the truth over here. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. And yeah, I might be a little biased. Yes, I might be. I might be a little biased. But the reason I am is because this woman, she did an expose on me, doxed me, put my information up. She wants to talk about who I am and talk about my mistakes. But she doesn't want to take accountability for her mistakes. She doesn't want to take accountability for her outright lies that she did against Cardi B. Because a nurse, a broke down nurse, told you that it looked like that girl had herpes on her mouth. So you went off the word of a nurse that is broke down, busted, and disgusted, that doesn't have her damn nursing license. She has an expired nursing license at that. You took her at her word. She's done interviews stating that she's the one that showed that, that said that Cardi B had herpes, and you believed her. Thank you for the Cash App, baby. I appreciate you. And you believed her. And now look, you believed her, and now you're out of $3.8 million. Is she going to help you pay that money? Is she going to help you pay? Hell no. When you didn't look out for her, what did she do? She came up here and dragged you, which I think that was all a stunt. I think they're secretly working together behind the scenes. Thank you, Talisha, for the $2 super sticker. Publicity stunt. Okay. But the winos, are you guys going to take up a collection to help Tasha K pay what she owes Cardi B? Because the courts have just now said they want her to pay all of it. It is all due right now. Ain't no payment plan on that 2.8 million. That's due now. They want it now. Now, run it in. run it in, sell off that house, sell off that truck, sell off something, honey. We want it now. Sell off them gold slippers, because you can auction them bitches off at an auction, child. Them bitches done been on everybody thumbnails. They done been all across YouTube. You might get a good little $500 for them. Them is some auctionable shoes. Okay, bitch. We might can put them bitches up on a raffle. And them 2 wine glasses that you be clinking in your damn profile, where them damn wine glasses at? Them wine glasses might be worth something. Them 2 wine glasses that you put in them emoji wine glass, them 2 wine glasses, that shit is worth some money as well. I'm trying to tell you how to get your money. The wine glasses, the roach clippers, the roach stompers, girl. The cookie, you want a cookie? You want a cookie? Hell no. I don't want no cookie from you. Don't want no cookie. That cookie you was trying to give out, honey, that peanut butter cookie, that chocolate chip cookie that looked like a fist. Girl, that chocolate chip fist, that might be worth something on the auction. That might be worth about $5 or $10. I'm trying to tell you how to get it. Trying to tell you. Oh, send me the email, boss lady. Thank you. Yes, girl. Yes. And of course, if you guys have any ideas for content that you would like me to do, always drop it in my comment section. I do see all of your comments. Put it over. You can put it in here, on this channel for documentaries, or if you want to see true crime content, you can always go over to Diaries of the Lost. That is our second channel. We are on the rise over there. We have about 2.3 thousand. We're coming up on 2.3 thousand subscribers over there. We're doing true crime, missing persons type cases over there. So if you want to see that type of material, go over there and subscribe and drop me some suggestions in the comments. So thank you, Queen, for the for the Cash App. I greatly appreciate you. You guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here. So thank you for pulling up, all 200 of you. On your way out, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want, you can send me a nice old piece of Cash App, PayPal, whatever you want to send is in my my about page or whatever. It's also in the description of my videos. So yeah, you guys, I love you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. Thank you for all your donations, guys. Bye.